says it's starting. And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to EVP's Every Voice Paranormal Stories with Brian's Paranormal and Ghost Mafia. And we have Kristen Lee, Kristen. How do you say your name? Because I'm getting tongue tied here. Kristen Lee Awkward.
Yeah.
Yes. And big old Fluffy, exploring with Fluffy. Oh, look at there. Now I'm echoing. Mistake. I always got to go back and mute it after the stream starts. So what's going on, guys? It looks like we already got 10 people in here watching too. Got a nice big crowd starting up. And I know you guys just got done doing the Lizzie Borden house. What was that like?
Fluffy, you take the floor.
Well, it was a great experience. Like I've never been there before. It was my first time. I've seen a whole bunch of other videos on YouTube that people went there, like Lou Rock, James the Fam, Omar, bunch of other people. So I wanted to go and see how it was for myself. So I brought Kristen with me because she's from Fall River, and she'd been once, but she was younger than what she was now. So brought it with me. We had a bunch of other people there with us, which I wish wasn't really the case, but it's all right. We still had a great experience. We caught some stuff. We didn't catch as much that we would have liked to, but who says we can't go back and get more, you know?
Nice. Let's see who's all out there in the chat tonight. We got Don Bryles is out there, Native Granny, Juliano's Florida Fishing, Kel's Fam's out there, Sandra Bennett, Valerie's out there. We got a bunch of people in the chat. It's filling up pretty quick. We're up to 15 watching right now. And so Kristen, what was your take on the Lizzie Borden house?
Well, first of all, hey Lou, how's it going?
What up, Lou?
Oh, there's Lou Rock. What's going on, brother Lou?
Lou Rock.
Snuck in moment.
Yeah. So it was pretty laid back, I'm gonna be honest. So I think I had more anxiety about like I think I was tripping myself out like beforehand of just like, oh, it's gonna be so scary. And like it really wasn't. It was really like chill, and I think that's cool for like my first time going to somewhere paranormal like that, I guess. But yeah, I mean I was using dowsing rods for the first time. And it was crazy. I mean, like, intelligent AF responses. Like, no joke, like, crazy. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. I liked it.
What room did you guys stay in?
We were on the third floor. The one with the chest. The toys chest.
With the toy chest?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
And the room next door was empty. So we had that room we can use, too.
Yep.
There was another... there was more than one rented out on the third floor?
Yeah, there was the one farthest closer to the bathroom. Then the one
that would be the maid's room.
Yeah, yep. The maid's room was occupied, but the other one next door wasn't from ours. So
they must have been filled up.
Yeah, they had 10 plus the tour guides. So
wow, there was 2 people there when we went.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So what was the scariest thing that happened to you guys while you were there?
Fluffy, take the floor.
Well, I don't know. When I was down in the basement, I was getting an eerie feeling. I don't know. I kept hearing little things. I don't know if that's just, me just being paranoid or me actually hearing some stuff.
No, that basement's messed up, dude.
But I also was getting chest pains while I was doing the EVP session, too. I don't know if it's because I was taunting or provoking Andrew, or if there was something else down there, but towards the end of that, I was getting slight chest pains, and I wasn't feeling myself down there. So we went up to the living room area.
You know what's funny is that's exactly what happened to me. We started an EVP session in the basement, and then I started getting so sick, I had to leave.
Brian, you got any questions?
I'm enjoying this conversation.
You're just enjoying. I'm just sitting back. Go for it.
Eventually, I want to go and check it out too. I think it'd be pretty freaking wicked to check out that place.
Hell yeah, right? Dude, definitely.
Yeah, sleeping on the floor where the wife was found, that was kind of creepy.
You mean the stepmom?
Yeah, the stepmom. I slept right where she was found.
Hmm.
Dude, that's insane, man.
It was either that or sleep next to 6'4" or 6'5" James in his undies.
And his
Oh,
butt
yeah.
crack was hanging out.
Yeah, his butt
Ain't
crack
nobody
was
got that.
definitely hanging out.
You could just roll over and accidentally just like grace that with your hand and just your life has changed forever.
Handful of peanut butter.
James is gonna be like, I didn't see a thing.
He's like, man, I don't know, but something felt like it was touching my butt crack last night. Oh, it was Lou. It's okay. It happens. Yeah, the scariest thing for me, I'd have to say, is when we first got there, we checked in and whatever. I was sitting on the couch using the dowsing rods because I'm like, oh my God, I've never used these before. I'd never had an opportunity to. So I'm sitting there. The first thing I did, because I believe in the speculations and the theories about how he was sexually abusing her and yada yada yada. So I went balls to the wall, baby, and I was just like, Andrew, did you do this to Lizzie? And then it like crossed and like everything. So anyways, so then me and Fluffy had to go to Walmart, get some snacks for our mukbang and stuff like that. I just got a massive headache. And like I don't weird. Anyways. So and then Miss Sue, who was the tour guide at the time, she was telling us that that, you know, if you taunt Andrew, he'll make you ill. And I'm like, oh my God, I got a headache. So I'm not kidding. I mean, even right now I have one. Ever since then, I've had just like this constant headache where it's just, it's tolerable and manageable without Tylenol or anything, but it's just there. It's just pressure in my head. And I've been demonically oppressed before, so I hope it's nothing like that, but it's pretty sketchy. Pretty
I'd be very interested to, and the reason I'd like to do this is because the EVP session I did in the house and the one I did in the cemetery, I got the same voice in both of them. Like it was exact. Go ahead.
Now, for the people out in the chat, if somebody could give us a brief kind of a history of the Lizzie Borden house. I mean, everybody's heard the old nursery rhyme. Lizzie Borden took an axe. She gave her father 40 whacks. When she had seen what she had done, she gave, or maybe I got it backwards. But yeah, her mother.
No, you got it right now.
Yeah, okay. You had it right.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, there's a whole, I mean, that's a true story, right? That's absolutely a true story that, you know, her father and her stepmother were murdered in the house with an axe. Yeah. And everybody believes that Lizzie Borden was the one that did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she had help for sure.
I think she 100% did it. And if what happened, 100% justified, you go, girl. I would have done the same damn
Uncle
thing.
John definitely came to help her.
Oh, probably. Possibly.
Yeah,
I don't know. She could have been a scorned woman, you know?
Well, Uncle John came to sleep over the night that it happened.
True.
And they sent Emma away out of town, and then he went to get himself a rock solid alibi on one of the trolleys, and then introduced himself to everybody on the trolley, and probably let Lizzie do the wet work. But Uncle John definitely helped out, planned, if anything, if not helping in the actual murder, but
maybe convinced her, you know, maybe she was like, oh, I don't know if I want to. And he was like, yeah, do it.
That's what I think. I think he was like, you'll get the money, you know, I'll help you.
Coercion.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. And, but what I'm really interested to see is to listen to your EVPs, because I got the same voice in 2 different sessions in 2 different places. I'd like to look at your EVPs and see if I hear any of the same voices.
Definitely.
Now, what was really cool? Sorry, Fluff, go ahead.
Good.
Huh?
Good.
Oh, what was really cool is that. So yeah, we were staying in like the one with the kids' toys, right? And then the room that was adjacent to it, that's like the spitting image of it, that was empty. So what we ended up doing at one point was Fluff left the digital recorder in there with Rebecca the doll, and It literally,
Wait a minute.
the whole time, we were gone for like 20 minutes. That
Detective
thing recorded
doll?
for 20 minutes. And Fluff
Yeah.
got mailed a haunted doll, a little Victorian porcelain doll.
Yeah.
So you brought a trigger object with you.
Yeah, apparently a 9-year-old girl named Rebecca haunts the doll. So I left the doll inside the tool chest for Elijah and what's the other one? Holden, yeah.
Yeah.
So I left that doll behind. But when, like she was saying, I put the voice recorder down right next to the doll. We were upstairs still because she was setting up her camera because we were gonna put some more trigger objects down on the bed and see what happened when we went downstairs to talk to everybody else. And when we were downstairs, we could still hear our voices in the background a little bit towards the beginning of the recording. But
We were
towards
just on the second floor.
yeah, towards the midsection of it, you can actually hear somebody or something in the room, like knocking or tapping on something next to the voice recorder because it was clear.
Walking around, creaking around, something.
That room that you're talking about, that you left that recorder in,
Yeah.
was the room that I got the EVP.
Really?
He raped
Oh,
me
wow.
right here.
Wow.
You know what's so funny about that too? The tour guide said, "Oh, I don't have any stories about that room. Nothing really happens in there."
Yeah, well, that
Totally
room was
dismissed
the
it.
one.
Didn't even bring us in there.
That was the one where I got the EVP. He raped me right here.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
I actually think he was involved with the maid.
Mm-hmm.
He was involved, I think, with his own daughters.
He was.
Because did they tell you he used to sleep on the 3rd floor?
Mm,
He
I
used
don't
to
know
go.
if they told us
I
that.
don't
Yeah,
know.
he used to go up
Yeah,
to
I
the
think
3rd
I looked that
floor. And the thing that's strange about that is usually the 3rd floor is just for the help.
Right.
It's not for, the man of the house. And he would be up there. And yeah, I think you're right. I think he got what was coming to him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If Lizzie Borden was a man, with all the things she did, she started up scholarships, she opened up libraries, she donated money to tons of different causes.
Oh
If
yeah,
she was a man, she'd have statues in her name.
100%. Everyone still hates her.
I hear that Lizzie Borden was like a robust, like a broad-shouldered, heavy-set, tall.
Oh, she was corpulent, very corpulent.
She could have been a linebacker. You know what I mean? She had
yeah.
that build about her. She wasn't like overweight, but she was like tall and broad.
She was girthy, very just like.
She wasn't that big, but she was a little bit bigger. But back then, you had to be. I mean, you starved to death.
Right.
Try to plump up while you can.
Yeah, but her family had the money though, so I don't think she really had to worry about
Her
starving.
father was a cheap bastard who was feeding them rotten food.
Yep.
And he's like, you know what? Eat the stuff that's been on the stove for 5 days because it's not going to waste.
Right.
And they all ate it and they all got sick. It was mutton. So he was known to be a real jerk. The day
You know what mutton is, right?
lamb.
Stomach.
Yeah.
The day that this all happened, the maid got up and the maid said, Mr. Borden, I'm not feeling well. And he said, you know what would make you feel better? If you got the ladder out and you got out there and started cleaning the windows, that would make you feel a lot better. And so I think he was pretty sour to a lot of people. And that's why Lizzie was able to get away with it. Because if the maid seen it, she didn't care. She was going to get some money or still be working with them or whatever. Like, she knew if she kept her mouth shut, she'd be all right. Lizzie, I mean, she did move to a bigger house after she left there, but really didn't live too extravagantly.
Right.
Like you would think. You know what I mean?
Well, she wasn't. I mean, I'm not going to say she was well off, but she had enough money to buy that other house and all that.
Oh,
I mean,
after Andrew died, she was considered one of the richest people around. He was rich as hell. He was a miser. He owned all these different businesses, funeral businesses, and all these different things. And he lived in a modest house. He was cheap with everything, like even food and all that. He was a very, he was a penny pincher.
he was a miser.
Yeah, he was a
Very
miser.
frugal. Yeah.
And he left. I mean, when he died, she got a big chunk of money, especially for today,
Oh,
even in
yeah.
today's value. Like, she got a lot of money.
Let's see who we got out. Rose Fox. There's an old friend. Native Grammys in here. Jojo Walker Unplugged. HSFL. Rebecca C. Aniki Jack Colorado Explorers. I seen in there a few minutes ago. Got a nice little chat worked up in here.
Hello, everybody. Hey,
What's up?
Rebecca. Hey, John. Wow, nice people. Good people.
Oh yeah.
Now we could just get
Not too
Brian to
early.
ask some questions and talk a little bit. I mean, come on, Brian.
Well, I
Don't be
can.
shy.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, go you take it for a few minutes.
so what all did you guys feel or experience going into Lizzie's house?
I'm pretty cool as a cucumber. I'm 420 friendly. So, yeah, I was very chill, laxed, and I was expecting the worst, to be honest. I went in there definitely like paranoid. But yeah, it was a very chill experience. It was pretty cool, pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was real great to check that place out. It was something I wanted to do for a while and was putting it off because didn't know who to go with, and I know Lou Rock had already gone, so I wanted to bring someone that either have never gone or has gone but was younger, or whatever the case was. Because I knew Lou went with James. And did you go a second time, or was it just one time?
No, I just went the first time.
Just the first time. Okay.
No,
But yeah, I'm thinking like in the next couple of months or something, I want to rent out the whole house. Just get a couple people to go and just rent out the whole place.
So I've got a question, and it doesn't pertain to Lizzie Bordenhouse, but I know that you and Lou have went on a couple of adventures together. Did you ever get your boot back?
You mean my sneakers? And no, they're still in that mud or wherever they are now.
really?
Yeah.
I would have ran back for those, man.
It's okay. I got another pair. They're clean.
Ghost or not, those are my damn shoes.
I got the same pair again, and then I got these ones, so I'm all right.
Oh yeah. So Lou, did you feel anything laying where she actually passed away?
Yeah. Actually, the night started off where I didn't really feel nothing. Went to sleep, and it was when we were trying to sleep that it wasn't that we felt anything. Stuff started happening. The doors started opening. There was a little linen closet, like a little dresser linen closet type thing. And earlier in the night, I recorded it. I went up to it and I tried to open it, and it was locked. And so I'm like, all right, they probably keep, blankets in there or something. Kept going. Well, when I laid down, a couple hours in, I hear, I look up, and it's that little closet that was locked. It opened in the middle of the night. That was crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
Well, and I didn't tell Fluffy or Kristen about the things that have been going on the channel when we are doing these. Like, we have had a lot of activity coming across through the microphones, whispering going on, things like that. We've actually had people get attacked on the live stream, not only on the panel, but in the chat. Wow. So, guys, make sure that you put up your guard. Guys out there in the chat, make sure that you're doing your precautionary measures and things like that. I haven't heard anything tonight, and I haven't seen anybody say that they've heard anything tonight, but we have had it happen in the past. So just be forewarned.
It does happen.
It has happened. We got one night, we got a clear wow, like literally came through somebody's microphone. They went, wow. And there was only one person talking. One microphone, and yeah, it picked up. It was distinct.
That makes me highly uncomfortable.
We had
bring it on.
the same night that we got the wow, there was a shadow figure crossed behind me and blocked out like my leather biker jacket. It's got these reflective stripes on it. It's just like the Nike shoes, that material that's really highly reflective. So the least little bit of light makes it like glow. A shadow completely covered that out, like blocked it out to the camera as it went across. And there was nothing there.
Right. And that's like few times, like I was washing the dishes and that here at our place and got stuff thrown at me too. Right out of the sink and thrown at me.
Lady Swan got scratched. Gemma's Journey Grace, she got a welt developed down her face. This was after we ended the live stream for everybody's safety.
I was sick as a dog all night.
Yeah, Lou Rock was up on that panel, and he made it about 5 minutes in and had to run for the bathroom. He was throwing up.
Put it like this. I was so entirely sick. I lasted for just a couple minutes. I was so sick I didn't even remember making it up on the panel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we literally had to remind Lou that he was on the panel.
I thought I just made it to the chat.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. No,
What are y'all smoking? Because I'd like some. Wow. That's
really happened. You could go back and watch those episodes. They're still up. You can watch it.
It all happened.
But what's this? Review deleted message. See what's.
I have the photos if they want to see it.
Oh, okay.
It's all happened, Bruno.
Yeah, guys. This one tonight is not a networking stream. If you guys want to network to each other, just kind of do it on the low. But other than that, tomorrow I will be doing a networking stream, and be sure to come around for that. Help your channel grow. Other than that,
Guess what I finished?
You finished listening to those EVPs from yesterday, didn't you?
No, I didn't even start those because I was freaked out. I didn't want to start those. I finished my portal.
Oh, did you?
My portal build, yeah.
You gonna give us a demo?
Sure. You want one?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see how this works.
All right. It's hooked up to the spirit box.
You can take my spot.
Okay, so New Rock has been working on this. It is basically a homemade version of the hot box.
Wonder box.
Yeah. And he ordered all the parts to make it himself. He made it himself, right down to the lighting and everything. And he's going to give us a demonstration of it right now.
All right.
Let me present you, Lou. There we go.
I think if I put, can you hear that work?
Yeah.
Hello. Is that loud enough?
What the hell is that?
You've never seen the Wonder Box on Steve Huff?
I've seen it, yes.
I've seen a YouTube video where somebody was using something that sounded like that, I think.
Look up Huff Normal.
It takes out all of the white noise. So there's no white noise, and it's just EVPs.
Mm-hmm.
Can you actually understand what those like ring a jing jings are?
When it's an EVP, yeah. Sometimes it just picks up a station or something because it is a spirit box running through it. But when it talks, you can hear it talk. You can hear the voices. Like, I think it's getting mad at me. Well, first I want to say a prayer for everybody here that's a part of this session. God, please watch over all of us, protect us all from anything negative, anything that would try to harm us in any way. Nothing is allowed to attach itself to anybody that's a part of this session. Thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Who's here with us?
You know, I stuck on here while Brian was putting Falcon to bed, and I come on just as you're putting on this stuff. And Every time something goes wrong with me, every time you do something.
Yo.
I said Lou's doing a demonstration of his homemade hot box.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching.
Can you tell us who's speaking with us?
What in the hell?
They're really interesting to listen to. You get some clear EVPs.
Can you say your names for us one at a time? Whoa, what the hell? Why'd it get so loud all of a sudden? Whoa, what the flip?
That was a voice.
That just said Lou.
That sounded just like.
Yeah. I don't know why it got so loud all of a sudden. That's weird. Right, sorry, guys. I am working the kinks out here.
Or is it just like really angry at you?
It might be. It got really loud on its own.
Because like it was all right before then.
Yeah, but sometimes if they think they're not being heard, they will yell.
Anyway, oh yeah, okay, yeah. You pretty much just answered that for me.
Get out.
That sounded like a woman's voice too.
That was like the voice that came through at our house.
Right?
Who told me to get out?
That voice sounds like JoJo. Is that JoJo?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, hey JoJo. I'm like, I've heard that voice before. Wait, what?
How's it going, JoJo?
It's going. How's it going with you guys?
Good.
Yes, JoJo is our producer here on the show. She's
the one and only JoJo Walker.
When streams crash, she can sign into our accounts and keep the stream running, and she's our head producer of the show.
I'm just off tonight. I'm watching in the background tonight.
Oh yeah, Abe, I heard that too, man.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Apparently, you have to have like 1,000 subscribers in order to now stream from your phone.
What? Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty sketchy. I gotta get my ass a gear, get 500 more. Woo!
Hey, Evil Abe's says, for those with cell phones, be sure not to update or you will not be able to live stream. Huh.
That's not good.
So what did I miss?
I turned the box off.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Evil Abe said, for those with cell phones, be sure not to update or you'll not be able to live stream.
No, why?
Why what?
Why?
I don't know.
Why can't you update?
If you update, then it'll register that he's saying only if you have under 1,000 subscribers. If you update, then the new update will go in and it won't let you live stream if you have less than 1,000 subscribers.
True.
Wow.
Now, is it update your phone or update the app? The YouTube
I would
app?
think it would be updating the app.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, me too, but like just in case, you never know.
Oh yeah.
Well, that definitely puts a damper on some people's channels, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially all of ours, yeah. I think it put a damper on a lot of people's channels.
Honestly, when you first start out on YouTube, that's mainly what you live stream from is your phone.
Yep.
You know, people don't usually start live streaming from their laptops and things like that until usually after 1,000 subscribers when they're wanting to up their game a little bit.
Yeah.
But
well, even mine, it won't let me do the update for my phone for the Windows.
that's crazy.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, back to the show.
Yep.
So, Kristen, what made you decide to get into doing the paranormal?
I mean, Fluffy is the one who really like introduced me to. Well, I'll put it like this: like I've always been like a sensitive towards that subject. Like I've always been very like into the paranormal and stuff like that. I've had experiences happen in my life to where I'm like 100% I believe. And so yeah, I've always been interested in it. So when Fluffy came at me with this idea of going to Lizzie Borden's house, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty much just all Fluffy's fault.
So now you're ready to get into it more and more, or
Oh
is
yeah,
that like a one-time shot, or?
Oh no. I mean, whatever happens. But like, I just had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was cool. I'm really waiting for that one experience of like, oh shit, kind of thing. Like, I'm scared.
Some people can do this for 20 years and never have that experience. That's the only drawback. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen some strange stuff that I can't explain.
Yep.
But and I tell everybody, I've never had a full body apparition appear in front of me and go, "Hey, I'm a ghost."
Yeah, right. It's like, hey, I'm Bigfoot.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I've been doing it for many years, and I still haven't had any of that either.
Wow.
I mean, I've got some pretty clear EVPs at times and things, but a disembodied voice is just that. There's no body. There's nothing to look at. It's just a voice in the silence, kind of thing. So it's.
I once had a full body. It wasn't like, it didn't look like a ghost either. It just looked like a person. And it was not. There was nobody in the apartment with us. It was the owner of the apartment's boyfriend who passed away 6 months before.
Wow.
I woke up in the morning. I look over. I smell coffee. I look into the kitchen. There's an old man sitting there drinking coffee, reading his newspaper.
Wow.
And because I wasn't from the house, I didn't want to like intrude. So I just laid back down. I woke up a couple hours later and I asked my godfather, because it was his mother's house. I'm like, who was that? Was that your mom's boyfriend or husband? Or he said, he's the one who gave me the name Lou Rock. He's like, Lou Rock, there's nobody here but me and you. And I'm like, nah, man, there's an old guy, gray hair. He was sitting down right there in that chair. And after he started to listen to me, we started to put two and two together. And he showed me a photo album. I pointed the guy out. He's like, dude, that's my mom's boyfriend who passed away like 6 months ago. When she got home and she found out, she started crying because she's like, you don't understand. He sat down every morning in that chair, drinking his coffee, reading his Spanish newspaper. And see, I didn't even know these people. And that was an experience I had way before I ever got into paranormal or even thought about anything paranormal. I didn't even know what happened at the time.
So you actually seen the apparition of the guy?
It wasn't. It was.
It looked like him.
The guy was as clear as I'm looking at Ghost, Fluffy, and Kristen. Like, just looked like a person.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, see, I'm a ghost, so you can actually see through me. In fact, when the lightning strikes, you'll see a ghost. See there? Just goes right through.
Actually, it looked nothing like Ghost. It looked like Kristen and Fluffy.
Wow.
Yeah, it looked clear as day.
So very pale, but like nice highlight.
Yeah.
The gods.
The pale coloring.
That's okay. That'd be me as a ghost. It's just like all you see is just like glowing highlights. Like, oh, there's Kristen. Bye, Felicia. Could be worse.
Felicia.
Could be Ghostisha. Bye, Ghostisha. I don't know. Make it snazzy. Good work.
So what's some of your guys' plans for the future for your channels on
Well, I was saying this to Kristen earlier today. I'm trying to hang out with her next weekend so we can go film. And I'm trying to get to film with Blue Rock again too. I don't know what his schedule is, but next weekend I'm thinking we'd go hit up the abandoned hospital in Concord, New Hampshire, that I've heard is still still open to the public, where they can go in and roam around and nobody's gonna say anything. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then also There was something. There was that house that we wanted to check out in Southeastern.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go check that out. We have a couple other videos that aren't paranormal, but we're still gonna do them. They're pretty cool. So we got a couple videos planned.
Sweet.
Pretty cool. So yeah, pretty much that.
So, Fluffy, what's your favorite box to use?
Like Spirit Box?
Yeah, your spirit box.
Well, right now the only one I haven't, used any other one at the moment. I have the SB7 right here. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the only one I've used. I'm not familiar with the SB11 or the Wonder Box. I just started off, with the basic one like everybody else has. I'm going to work my way up. I have a K2 meter. I just recently got a night vision camera, so I have that I can use. I want to start doing videos where I'm in the complete darkness and just only have the vision of the LCD screen. So when the viewers are watching, all they see is what I can't when I'm filming. Basically, I'm going to be in complete pitch black. Yeah, where is that camera? I want to show you guys real quick. I also got this army bag too, so I can lug everything I have in there. So I've been getting
about those bags.
Huh?
The thing about those bags, Fluff, is when you go to look for your stuff, there's so many pockets.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
Where the hell's my battery? Where's my wire?
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lou, I'll call you later on after your stream's over, Lou, if you have time, so we can get some stuff planned. Because I know we haven't filmed in a long time. But yeah, this is the night vision camera. 4K. 4K.
Is that a Sony?
No, it's some weird brand. It says right there, Zohulu, I guess. It cost me $120 on eBay or Amazon. I can't remember which one it was, but it's Wi-Fi compatible, 4K, 30 times digital zoom. But yeah, night vision's on right now, and then I got this little light on the camera. So that's the only light I probably use if I need to, but I'm not going to. Just gonna use straight night vision.
Well, you might need to use it because night vision, even though night vision picks up stuff a lot better,
right?
Night vision needs a little bit of light to actually work.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this little light on here is for, and if that's the case, that's the only illumination I'm going to use. That's the light that's on the camera. I'm not going to use any other light when I.
Yeah, it'll probably work a lot better. I mean, you could test it out and check it out yourself, but night vision usually needs a little bit of light.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet. I tried using it.
Night vision lights, like the square light you got for your camera, Fluff?
Yeah.
You that in just infrared lighting, which is the same kind of LEDs that they use in like remotes for television, things like that. But yeah, you can get those. I think ghostshop.com has them.
The thing is, you won't be able to see the infrared light.
No, only through the
camera. Yeah,
but
it will light that place up through the camera.
I have been trying to find. I know there's a couple stores in Mass, or one store that Lou Rock was telling me about, the paranormal store. But I'm trying to find, I was trying to find online because I want to get an obvious 3 or 4, but I'm not able to find that to where I can get one. Online is saying it's not available, so I don't know where else to look for one.
eBay.
Yeah.
Best option, eBay. In fact, a lot of these parts for this Wonder Box, they wanted $400 for one piece, and I would do what are those? The auctions.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting that piece that was $400 for $80.
That's good. That's
freaking really good.
Yeah. So this light came with the camera. This is for the infrared camera. But for some reason, I have a brand new battery in there too, and it's rechargeable because I just bought this battery last week. But it don't shine. It don't maybe on here, but like you said, you probably just can't see it because you have light on. But I'm looking at it right now, all I see is a little red light, but it's not illuminating so much. This isn't bothering me right now. This is in my face, isn't bothering me.
You should be careful though. If there is infrared in there, you blind yourself.
Oh yeah. Big time blind yourself.
Blacklight flashlight, or is that just a regular flashlight?
It looks
Well,
UV.
When I'm looking at it, it's showing red, but I think that's just because of the lens. But it looks like
I think it's a black light. I think it's a UV. That's a blood light for sure.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet. I haven't used the infrared camera, but definitely when I go film my next video, I'm definitely going to use that, test it out.
The only drawback with that is that it will not show blood. It'll show bodily fluids like semen, spit, things like that, but it won't show blood without the help of luminol.
Yeah.
Right.
But you can order gallon jugs of luminol from galls.com.
Yeah, you spray it out of like a little Windex bottle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you will be able to find blood using blacklight. I need to order some of that. That'd be cool. Go into a haunted location.
Evil Abe must be a really big Cher fan. They asked, do you believe in life after love?
I want to say Evil Abe is one of the more friendlier trolls, maybe.
Oh, he's not a troll. He's a good guy.
Is he?
Yeah, I know him.
As long as you know him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I could be considered a troll in certain chats.
Well, okay, so like Carlos Martinez is welcome here. This is Carlos's turf kind of thing. So we have our trolls that are fans, and they come here and they'll cut loose and they'll have fun and they'll joke around and things like that. But they don't. Sometimes they'll cross the line, and then we just time them out. But for the most part, they're all right. We don't really have a big troll problem or anything like that. So. Well, but that drone warship, he says, I poop on your head and didn't care because I'm a troll.
Oh, God.
Drone family, though. He gets away with it.
Could be worse.
Me and Carlos are cool. He is psychotic. I know how to handle him.
Yeah.
So you guys plan to meet up with Lou and get something popping, or?
Yeah, I've just been so busy with work. I haven't had time to talk to Lou, but yeah, that's my plan in the next couple of weeks or so. All three of us meet up and film. Definitely. What if Lou has the location, or if I find the location, or if Kristen happens to stump upon a location?
Don't count on me, brother.
Or then me and Lou, then. But yeah.
Well, no, you said you had something coming up this weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, this weekend, yeah. So for those who don't know, and I said this before the stream started, I got a Dybbuk box about a week and a half ago. Spent $75 on it. It's a good-sized Dybbuk box. I never opened it yet. It's still sealed. It's in my truck right now. I was waiting to do a video on it. I was supposed to do one last weekend, but I didn't have anyone to do it with. I was gonna try to find somebody to do it with this weekend, but
how does that conversation start? Hey, would you like to go open this demon box and curse ourselves?
I asked the person if they have anything going on and if they want to film a video.
Got anything going on? For the next rest of your life?
Yeah.
Till you die from possession.
Kind of sell your soul to the devil here. It's gonna be all good fun, but might get a little bit
really be like that movie Devil Wears Prada. Man.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about the Dybbuk boxes before we started the show, and I don't know what most everybody out there in the chat believes, but Dybbuk boxes, to find an actual real 1940s era, 1920s era Dybbuk box
is going to cost you thousands.
Very rare. You're probably not going to find an original Dybbuk box. What you're going to get is somebody slap something together online.
Yeah, because I'm ready to start selling Dybbuk boxes.
Dybbuk box, you know what I mean? So it's like, Now, with that being said, could there be cursed items in that Dybbuk box? Well, yeah, there absolutely could. Doesn't
And they
mean
could put a curse on it themselves.
yeah. So it's like, you know, you never know. It's what you're going to get into. I mean, that's like ordering boxes off the dark web or something. You know, I mean, you don't know what you're going to get.
Right.
Well, the ones that you buy, they're supposed to be guaranteed that somebody has trapped a demon in it. So,
Right. Well, see, I don't. That's the thing. Just like everybody else out there who believe in this and in the paranormal or Dybbuk boxes, I'm not sure what I believe in the Dybbuk boxes. I want to see for myself what they're really about, because I see all these videos over YouTube. You know, people are saying these are legit, this and that, but they're getting them off of eBay, like I did. eBay, Amazon. You know, sometimes they get them off the dark web, but like Ghost Mafia said, you're not getting, you know, a legit Dybbuk box that's from back in the 1940s and 1920s. You know, you're getting something that somebody just tossed together to get a quick buck out of you. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, but that still doesn't mean that that person doesn't worship the devil and didn't do it legit and
Right.
bind a freaking crazy spirit to your freaking box, because I've seen some crazy stuff come out of those boxes.
right, and I totally agree with you on that, and that's why, you know, yeah, I'm probably freaking crazy, but I want to see what the one I have in my truck has to offer. I don't know. I have
Yeah,
no.
but even if you win, like say you got what you wanted, it's bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
a good
attribute
thing.
a lot of the fakes in that. You remember when we was kids, they had it was like a little manila envelope, and inside it was a paper clip, a washer, and a rubber band. And you wound that washer up on that rubber band, and you put that in there and closed it up, and then wrote rattlesnake eggs on the front of it. And when they went to open it, you hear that, you know, the sound of like rattle.
Right.
And you know, it was like it was a trick. It was, you know, it was a trick.
There's
And
nothing in it.
I want to open a Dybbuk box, real or fake. I don't care what it is. You call it what you want it. I don't care who made it. I ain't opening it. I'm good.
No.
I got my own special way of opening Dybbuk boxes.
With a piece of dynamite.
It's called about 2 pounds of tannerite. Set it on top of the box and get about 500 yards back and shoot it with a high-powered rifle.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's how you open it.
Yeah.
Still, I don't even think I'd want to do that. 'Cause then you're the one considered the one that opened it. I've just had too much bad luck with this stuff, so I'm good with getting some more.
Oh yeah.
Don Burrell said, "Yeah, rattlesnake packets. I still have one."
Yeah.
Donna Rock. Lou has enough bad juju with that one.
Yes, tons. And I just started using this thing that I've been playing with, and I was testing it out before I came in here, and I'm already feeling like lightheaded, drained, like so. Because if you think about it, you're amplifying those energies. Because you'll notice you'll get sick or feel sick or get a headache or something after you do EVPs. EVPs will mess you up.
They do.
Especially if you edit them.
Mhm.
Like if you go back and you put headphones on and you blast them full power and you're listening to them over and over and you're rewinding them to re-listen and re-listen. I'm surprised I haven't been drove completely insane by now with the hours and hours and hours I've spent listening to.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Boo. Even just that gave me the headache.
It'd be like watching
But I mean-
snow on a TV, like when it's all black and white and fuzzy.
That's why I built this box, because it's supposed to take all that
Wow.
out.
Yeah. And it sounds amazing, man. Like when I heard you doing it on the live stream, I was like, wow.
Yeah, I can't wait to really just let it go, man, and see how it works. When I first started using the Radio Shack box, I'm like, oh man, I hate this thing. It sucks. But when I actually got to put it in use and got some real crazy results with it, it was like, whoa, I'm in love with this thing.
Right.
Because you know what? I got a lot of viewers that will watch me for the EVPs.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of viewers that tell me you know, I watch your videos all the way up until the point that you turn the EVPs on, and then I'm done. I'm out of there because a lot of people can't hang with the EVPs. They can't listen to them. I have family members that say, you know, I won't watch your stuff because the EVPs induce panic. They start having panic attacks.
Yeah, they do.
It's freaky. I get that when I watch Ghost Adventures sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to watch this anymore. But then I'm like, oh, but I kind of have to. I kind of like that sketchy feeling sometimes. Sometimes. I'm not an adrenaline junkie.
Now we're dealing in frequencies, and there's certain frequencies that you can use to heal your body.
Oh, wow.
So I'm damn well sure that there's frequencies that you can use to harm your body.
That's what I got.
Well,
I gotta have as one of my Reiki patients.
What's that, Ghost?
There is frequencies that can heal, and there is frequencies that can harm.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be in the spectrum of the FM bandwidth or the AM bandwidth, which is what the spirit box uses to run through on those frequencies. It's just like Bumblebee trying to use his voice. He's running through frequencies and picking out words on each one.
Why is that like the 5th time I've heard that in 2 days?
Because that's like a perfect explanation of how a spirit box works. Only with the spirit box, it's not as random. It doesn't go back and forth. It just runs down the band and then starts over in a sequence.
But you know what I'm talking about. You know why I'm freaked out with that conversation.
We all know, Lou.
Right, Rebecca.
I would love to find a spirit box that actually jumps the frequencies back and forth. I think it would be more reliable, more random.
Just start skipping around everywhere.
Yeah, just skipping around everywhere instead of running from 1200 megahertz to 1700 megahertz in an order.
Yeah,
because that's what they do. They'll run to 17 and then kicks back around to, start again.
Yeah, and you can get the same channel for like 3 or 4 stations.
Well, think about it. Okay, most everybody in here is old enough to remember the old car stereos before they were digital. Back when you had to tune the knobs, and when you would get close to a frequency, that was your favorite radio station. When you got close, you got what they called bleed over. Okay, so that bleed over, depending on how close you were to the radio station itself or how strong the signal was, could bleed over up to 10 kilocycles each way. So, and it works the same with the spirit box. So if it's going through that 10 kilocycles, hits that frequency where the actual radio station is, and then 10 kilocycles after it, you can actually get a whole sentence out of that 20 kilocycle bandwidth right there. So it's possible that, it might not be a spirit. It could just be randomly picking up somebody saying something off a commercial.
Yeah, but dude, I've had too many. It could not possibly be a radio station answers.
Well,
too many.
I mean, you pretty much know, though. I mean, because if you hear 3 or 4 words out of a commercial, most of the time you recognize the commercial.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I mean, and that's just like any song. How many times have we been sitting there on a Hangouts call and name that tune in like 3 notes or less? You hear that come through the spirit box too. You'll hear like the first note of Highway to Hell or something. Be like, oh, that was Highway to Hell by AC/DC. Bam, you're on it. You instantly recognize it. It's iconic. But at the same time, you'll get through those bandwidths that doesn't have a radio station, and you'll pick something up.
Yeah.
So,
well, there's another thing is if you run your radio all the way through and you stop it at every channel you get to, I want you to write down how many of those channels are music and how many of those channels are people talking. And I guarantee you that most of them are going to be music, especially on an FM bandwidth. And I've just heard answer after answer in I don't know. I definitely believe they can manipulate a spirit box. And
Okay, so
And-
City Girl Country Heart wants us to please explain to our 12-year-old son why it's not safe for him to play with spirit boxes. And there's a lot of speculation on this. Spirit boxes, anytime you're using a spirit box, it's just like using a Ouija board or anything else. You're inviting the spirit. You're trying to communicate. You're trying to reach out to something from beyond, whether it's through the Ouija board or a spirit box or pendulums or, trying to get it to turn the flashlight on and off. You're still promoting communications between here and there. So if you don't know how to close off or you don't know how to protect yourself, it's not always a good idea to do that. That's the best way I can explain it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I agree.
You got it. Point on, Ghost.
Well,
Yeah.
the only thing you missed is even if you do close it off, there's no guarantee they will be gone.
True.
Right.
Mm.
and you can get hurt. You can get very ill, very sick. I have gotten so sick, pneumonia, so bad I'm in the hospital. And then you don't want tons of bad luck, because I've had bad luck hit me like no other. Like I had bad luck hit me so bad that it was just funny after a while. It was like, whoa, like you would think it couldn't get any worse, and then something just totally outrageous happens.
Exactly, man.
You can get violently hurt like me. I've been thrown by nothing there. I've been choked out by stuff that wasn't there.
Oh my god.
All in front of people. People have noticed
my
it and
God.
witnessed it.
Wow.
I've had a possession from doing something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you've never done something like that or never been around people that have done that, my advice is don't try it yourself until you do the research. Have faith in God, have the protection that you need to be able to do something like that safely.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main key, is to stay safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Always,
Don't go in arrogant.
yeah.
And to all of us experts up here, please stop using it.
Don't think because you see somebody do it on TV or on YouTube that, it's easy to do. It is easy to do, but you can do it the wrong way. And not even know you're doing it the wrong way. You could be doing it just like they do on TV, but they don't show you them praying beforehand and praying afterwards. And the things that they're using to protect themselves, like crucifixes and holy water and, all kinds of stuff like that. Sage and just, don't try this at home.
Yeah. And I think from now on, if we all do videos, we should put that caption in there.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm beginning to have an attachment with everything that I have had happen in my life, Don Briles.
You need a personal cleansing.
Yeah.
You need to find like a priest or like
A shaman.
or like a healer to help you.
And there's different ways to do that too, depending on your faith. I mean, if
Well, that's
you're
what I mean,
a
like some
religious
kind of
person,
healer.
if you're a religious person that goes to church every Sunday, you can go and get rebaptized,
Mm-hmm.
and that could do it. If you're not such a religion person that you don't go to church every Sunday, but you believe in God, you can do the smudging and the sage and things like that, and cleanse your house and cleanse your home, cleanse yourself that way. There's several different ways to do it, just depending on your personal life. And I'm not going to ask about what your personal beliefs are or anything like that, because I don't push any personal beliefs on anybody, and I don't ask about theirs. So I'll leave that at that.
You could go to a holistic healer.
Yeah.
And basically what they do is like they take on your attachment and then they cleanse themselves after you've left.
Mm-hmm.
Like right after you've left, they cleanse themselves anyways.
Yeah.
And I've noticed like some of the people that have actually cleansed their houses and that do not cleanse themselves first and end up really sick too. So I know a couple people who have done that. And they were sick for a week afterwards.
Okay, so Kristen,
Yes.
if you could go anywhere you wanted to investigate, where would be the spot, what the bucket list spot that you would go, that you'd want to go ghost hunting at?
Oh, that's a pretty cool question. Oh, that's a pretty cool question. Well, I've been to the Queen Mary before, so probably not that. Ooh, I don't know, because like I feel like if I say like Western State like Hospital or Linda Vista Hospital or something like that, I feel like I want to retract that because that's really spooky. Like, I don't know if I have the balls for that, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like Eastern State Penitentiary would be kind of cool.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know. Pretty spooky. I would definitely want to go to Zach Bagans' museum though. I just think that's definitely on the bucket list for sure. But I assume it's kind of haunted. But,
Mine would have to be Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's only like
everyone else on it, but because of the history on it, and you know, all the hauntings there.
Donna Rock wants to know what your take is on dowsing rods.
Oh, I love that.
People have been using dowsing rods for centuries. They go back as far as like the Egyptian times. And I can remember the old timers dowsing for wells. They take a wide stick and go walking around the yard, and they could tell you right where to drill for water with that. I mean, so there's got to be something to it. I mean, people have been doing that for years and years and years.
See, I'd never know dowsing rods because I've never used them.
I did as a kid, but that was to find water and stuff like that.
I enjoy them very much.
What was that picture I just seen?
Yeah, that thing.
That was the one that popped up in the corner of my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a notification where Uber was sending photos for Wacky. He's working on a banner for her, and it just popped up in my notifications. So I like clicked it off real quick.
Sweet.
That's one of Uber Goober's characters that she does on her stream, and he's like putting all her characters on a banner for her. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. Where would you say is the most haunted place in the world?
Jeez, that's another loaded question too.
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it. Google definitely knows.
St. Augustine is pretty spooky.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that place.
Yeah, my mom used to live there. She used to go down there to that lighthouse, the haunted lighthouse.
I don't know, maybe like the catacombs in Italy?
Ooh,
Maybe that could be spooky.
Yeah, I would think the Colosseum in Rome.
Hellfire Caves, something like that.
Yeah, Hellfire Caves. Some spooky stuff right there.
Alcatraz would be. I think any battlefield, any large battlefield from, whether it be the Civil War to, the Renaissance over in Europe would be just highly active. But I don't know though. I mean, because I think the Civil War was just there was a lot more emotion and a lot more stress, being that it really was brother on brother out there fighting. I want to say Gettysburg is still in my mind probably one of the most haunted places in the world.
Yeah. I was just talking to my stepdad about that today. He said he's been there once, and the one time he did, he heard voices and like scuffling, and yeah, it was pretty sketchy.
What about the Shanghai tunnels?
Oh, could be.
Savannah, Georgia is another good one. Yeah.
There's one in West Virginia I've seen. It's a lunatic asylum.
That's the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in Weston, West Virginia. It's about 2 hours from me. Yep, I've been there. Anyway, yeah, I've been to Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. There's another place down there. It's called Jackson's Hole. It was a Civil War like encampment type thing, garrison, like Civil War training facility for the troops and things like that. That's supposed to be haunted. The one I want to go in West Virginia is called Shawnee Park. It's down in the southern part of West Virginia. It's an old amusement park that's haunted.
How long has it been like abandoned and just sitting there?
It's been abandoned and just sitting there for a long time. Since probably, I want to say the 50s or early 60s, maybe.
Wow.
Hey, Ghost.
For a long time.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Hey, I got to take off.
All right, brother.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, Lou. I'll talk to you.
All right, Lou. Thanks for coming on, man.
Later guys.
On, Lou.
Later, Fluff. Jojo, Brian, everybody in the chat. Peace.
Peace, bro.
Kristen.
Abe says, I want to go to the Murder Museum. I think it's in New York. It has the original letter by Albert Fish and Gacy's clown suit. I'd have to look up where that is.
The shores of Normandy from World War II.
Yeah, the beaches.
That makes me want to watch Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I'd like to go investigate that place.
It'd be pretty cool.
I'd like to go to Romania, see Vlad's castles.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dracula. Yeah.
Just been wanting to do that a while. Maybe
Way before I met you.
yeah. We'll have to go investigate that place.
They do a Halloween tour of all his castles.
It'd be pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know what I think would be freaking haunted as all hell? The Tower of London.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that.
London's underground, where a lot of Jack the Ripper's victims were found.
Oh, the Whitechapel district.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good one, too. I mean, the Tower of London has been around since the Renaissance period, too. And, I mean, they would lock people up in the Tower of London and just leave them there, not feed them or anything. They'd just starve them to death in that place. I mean, that's where Mary Queen of Scots ended up, because her sister decided, well, she's an heir to the throne. We got to get rid of her. So they took Mary Queen of Scots, locked her up in there for like 8 years, basically ended up starving her to death. And before she died, they pulled her out and beheaded her. Wow. So, I mean.
Yeah, that place is pretty creepy.
I'm looking at one place here. I don't know how to say the first name of it, but it's in Italy, and it looks like it's a cemetery. Saying that it's, one out of, because I'm just looking this up on Google. It's one out of, many, well, it's one out of the top 13 most haunted places in the world. And it's apparently it's a cemetery in Italy.
They say that Madame Tussauds Wax Museum in London is haunted too.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of readings you would get at the pyramids.
Oh my God, Jojo, that is such like a mind-blowing thing to say.
Right?
Well, it's true.
Wow. Yeah.
It is.
Oh
true.
my God. Oh, that's
I
like
don't think anyone has really done a paranormal there.
No, like no one. That's on another level. Oh my god.
No one's ever been there.
No, they've
Wow.
been there, but they haven't done a paranormal investigation there.
I wonder if there's laws to where you can only get so close.
I don't know. I'll have
Perhaps.
to message my friend in Egypt and find out.
Oh, there you go. We have
was it?
connections already.
I think Zach actually went to the pyramids the one time, didn't he? Zach
I don't
Bagan?
know.
I don't know.
He
I
was
think
like
so.
King Tut's tomb or something like that.
Maybe.
It sounds like a possibility.
Yeah, but I'm talking like the Pyramid of Giza and the Sphinx, and go to the City of the Dead, and
Mm.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. Wow.
How about the ancient temples in Asia? Don
Oh
Bradley.
yeah, definitely goes.
Where is Fort George? Fort George Museum.
In Fort George.
Fort George is in Fort George. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Possibly a
ghost
fort
hill.
there? Not too sure.
The Ghost Hill. What is that? The Ghost Hill.
Ooh, the Velisca axe murder house.
The Axe Murder
That's a good
House.
one.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know if that'd be one of the most haunted places in the world, though. I want to say like Stonehenge or something like that.
Oh god, that'd be another wicked cool place.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right?
where?
Gravity.
Stonehenge?
Yeah.
Whoa. Cool.
Or
Europe and over that like that side of the world has more paranormal than we do here.
Yeah.
or the Incan pyramids.
Oh, Mayan ruins.
Yeah, the Mayan ruins, and Incas and that. Yeah,
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
where they
Ooh, I wonder-
sacrificed people, cut their hearts out while they were still bleeding,
Greece.
showed them to them. You know.
One
Yeah.
of my
Oh.
friends just went to Machu Picchu.
You know what would be a amazing place to go to? Pompeii.
Yep.
I was just thinking Pompeii because
Wow.
they literally have found bodies from the volcano that the ash had just taken the
Yeah.
place of their bodies, and now they're just stones. They're literally just.
They're encased in stone.
They're statues, basically.
Rock says, "My grandfather is ancestor of Mary, Queen of Scots." Me too. We're probably
Cool.
related.
My last name's Scottish, McDougal.
My grandmother's maiden name was Scott,
Oh,
David, the producer. What's up, man?
so I am a Scot. From the
very
Scots.
cool.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Wow. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
In fact, I even have the clan. Well, I don't know if you can see it right there. The Scott clan tag.
Very cool.
Dave, the producer. What's up, Dave? So yeah.
Him and Miranda are awesome.
Yeah, they're cool. Good people. Good people.
Mhm.
Well,
I tried to Google it, and it doesn't look like Zach has been to the pyramids.
Yeah, Zach's never been to the pyramids.
he did one from somewhere over there in Egypt. Somewhere. I'm not sure which one.
We got to go to the
Italy
pyramids.
before? I don't know if he's been to Italy.
I'm with you, Kristen. I think the catacombs over there in England and that
Yep.
would be creepy as hell because they date back to the Renaissance, and they're literally it's just lined with bones and bodies, and
They're
down in
all there. They're all
Yeah.
still there, just skulls
Yeah.
looking at you. Well, ish.
that would be creepy as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Could you
Wow.
imagine if a demonic or something possessed one and it started chasing you?
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. My mind's just
Gone?
gone.
You know what, honey? We're going to have a talk later about that comment you made.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I've been watching too many movies.
It's getting to your head now.
I wonder if you would get any readings at the ruins in Greece.
Probably.
Ooh. I want to go to Greece
Parthenon.
anyways.
Well, there's a cave in Morocco. It's called the Hercules Caves. Apparently, that's where, by legend, that's where Hercules like lived and did his training and stuff like that. I'd like to go in there and see if you get any readings.
There's
Wow.
also a cave on the island of Crete.
Mm-hmm.
It's rumored that that was supposedly the home not only of the Minotaur, but Medusa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where Medusa got her head cut off was in the cave.
Yep.
Wow.
Like,
That's
I mean,
there's so many
fascinating.
places out there that nobody has ever investigated.
Well, because they're places that you wouldn't think to, right? Because they're tourist attractions.
Yeah, but they're all the places that could have the most haunts.
Yes, but a lot of tourism sites won't allow you to do kind of
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I was watching a documentary thing on Jane Mansfield last night, and it was mysterious how she died. Okay, she died in a car accident with her boyfriend and her driver. They was going down the road at speed and slammed into the back end of a semi truck.
Wow.
Okay, now back then, you know how the semi trucks have that drop down bar.
Yep.
Now
Yeah.
that was called it. They actually call it the Mansfield bar now because it was instituted because of that car accident. Now, when they went underneath the truck, it literally sheared the whole top off the car.
Yeah.
There was strange circumstances as to why they never hit the brakes. They went full speed into the back of that truck and never seen it going down the highway.
What?
Yes, and she had only been with her boyfriend like a couple months. Her previous boyfriend, who was I forget the guy's name, he was the founder of the Church of Satan, and had bragged about putting a curse onto Jane Mansfield.
Oh my goodness.
But when it all came down to it, they said that they had found out that they had been spraying insecticide after dark in that area, and the clouds from the spray drifted across the road, and that's why they didn't see the truck. Now, whether that is the means of the curse or not is to be determined, but I mean, it's kind of a weird incident, don't you think?
Just a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I mean, it's documented. She was going out with the founder of the Church of Satan. He was, yeah. All those
He was a
pictures
great guy.
you see back then of the Church of Satan and the guy dressed up and he's got the facial hair like Satan and he's in the robe and stuff. That is him. That's the guy in the photo that James Mansfield had been going out with. And it broke him off.
Fact.
Wow, that's crazy.
He looks like someone that would put a hex on you or something.
Anton LaVey. Yes, that was his name. Anton LaVey.
Yeah, I've heard some stories about that guy.
Yeah, I think I have too.
Yep, Anton LaVey. Thank you, David.
What's up, Colleen Channel? How's it going?
Hey, Pinka.
I always find it intriguing. I always want to investigate someplace where movie stars have passed away, like the Sharon Tate house, or Jane Mansfield, the James Dean.
The famous celebrity cemetery would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would too.
Oh, the Stanley Hotel. That'd be great. Getting Marilyn Manson, not Marilyn Manson.
No,
I want to talk about
Manson?
Manson. Marilyn Monroe to come through would be friggin' epic.
Yeah, a lot of people that have went there tried to get her to come through.
I wonder where she is. If she's not there, where could she be?
Resting.
Canada.
Yeah.
City Girl Country Heart said, "This is a motel I would love to investigate. It's called the Empress Hotel in British Columbia, Canada."
Wow.
I've heard of the hotel,
I've heard of it.
but I've never been
But,
to there.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind going.
I want to do some more research on that.
Is that far from you, where you guys are in Canada, or is that close?
Yeah, we're
That's-
in Ontario. British
Oh,
Columbia is out west.
Okay.
But we did do Thunder and Castle.
Yeah, which is one of the most haunted sites.
It's one of the most haunted sites in Ontario.
I still got to make my way back out to Canada. Last time I was there was 2012 for Niagara. I haven't been out there since.
Niagara's not far from us.
No. We're literally like an hour and a half.
Wow. See, if I knowed you guys back then, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
I'll make my way out there. I got to get my passport. I actually got to get an updated one because mine's been expired since 2016. So,
Damn.
Nice.
it's going to cost me about
I've never
100.
had a passport, and
No.
by the time I actually get one, I probably won't need one because they're trying to switch over to federal IDs now
Right.
to do away with the passport.
They're
So-
doing that up here too.
They're putting them in your health cards.
No, your
Or
driver's license.
Yeah, your driver's license.
Driver's license. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Here you can have like a province ID,
Mm-hmm.
but if you have that, you can't have a license. If you have a license, you have to turn in your ID
Right.
because your driver's license acts like the ID.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Craziness. Yeah, I know. We got quite a bit of stuff there.
We got more at
Yeah.
the cemetery across the road.
Yeah, but I literally, okay, and so in the video of Dundurn, when we were there, I filmed the whole entire front porch. The whole entire front step. There was nobody there. I sit down, start doing EVPs. You hear a bang on the door, and there's this guy that's dressed up in like marine pants and a shirt,
No, it was
smoking
like old army
like old army stuff, and he was smoking a cigarette.
laying on the one corner. We didn't like. We had our camera. Christy was there with us. She had her camera, and my camera. So there's 3 cameras rolling, and not one single camera caught this guy. But when we walked past, he was there.
Yep. And there were no footprints coming up, no footsteps, nothing.
What
like
was he wearing?
the walkway up to it is
Like,
all gravel.
He was wearing like old army clothing.
We even said hi to him. He didn't even acknowledge that we were there.
He just sat there smoking his cigarette and looked at us. He
Wow.
didn't say hi, nothing.
That's crazy.
Walk the French Quarter and investigate that at
Mhm.
night. Yeah, the French Quarter down in Louisiana. There's a lot of places down in that French Quarter. There's one place that was called the Sultan's Den, and he was some kind of like sultan from overseas, oil baron's son, and he was over there and he was partying and living it up. And somebody went in there and like slaughtered the whole house full of people. And it's rumored that it was his brother had it done so that he could claim, the heir, the heir to the fortune instead of the older brother. And there's a lot of stories like that down in that area. Not to mention, I mean, you got Jean Lafitte, you got, all the old pirate lore and all that stuff, the War of 1812,
Oh, it's big down there for voodoo and stuff.
Yeah.
you got a lot of voodoo and that goes on down there. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff. You get the Myrtles plantation just outside of town. Which the Myrtles is supposedly really, really haunted. Supposedly, at one time, it was one of the most haunted places in America. Everybody wanted to go to the Myrtles plantation and investigate.
Wow.
But yeah, Louisiana, Bayou country. I mean, about that. I mean, that bayou itself, people disappear there all the time.
Yep.
Gangsters used to take people out there in the bayous and swamps and just drop them off, and the alligators get them.
Yeah.
Never seen again.
Exactly. Like if they do like a murder or something, they just take them there. They'd be eaten up and gone.
There's a couple, like in our town, there's a couple, they're called boardwalks now, but they're little passageways between the buildings downtown, but they're still the old cobblestone, like archways and that, where like the hookers used to hang out back in the 1800s, and they were all murdered down there, things like that. I'd like to go down there and do some EVPs.
Yeah.
I'd like to check out like Portland has what they call the Shanghai district.
Hmm.
You could literally go into a bar and the floor would open up and drop you down into these tunnels underneath the city. Yep. They would take you out. They drug you in the bar, drop you down in the tunnels. Somebody pick you up, load you on a boat. When you came to the next day, you was out at sea.
Oh,
A lot of that stuff went on in like Portland areas. You know, some of the you know, watershed area. You know,
I
where
have to use my shaver to cut around my ears.
We heard that, Dad. We heard that.
Oh man,
That was funny.
is that your dad?
No.
Oh,
Fluffy's.
it's Fluffy's dad.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you. That's what makes it even better.
Oh man. Hey Fluffy, why don't you introduce us to your dad?
Poor Fluffy. Fluffy gets picked on a lot. Okay, now I have to admit, I've even picked on Fluffy. I was on Jiggy's panel one night, and Fluffy was passed out talking in his sleep about $5 burger, two burgers, $5 or something like that. He's like, "If you Colonel Sanders," you know, like I'm just all crazy stuff. And I'm sitting there going, "Well, you say there, Fluffy, you big sexy man." What?
Oh my
You know? So yeah,
Oh my God.
me and Fluffy go back a ways, and I've picked on Fluffy, and Fluffy's picked on me, and it's all.
So Colleen was mentioning the Winchester house.
Yeah, Winchester House, my Tory.
Yep.
Definitely on the bucket list.
Yeah, that'd be a place where I would not separate in. That's like craziness.
See, I really don't see the Winchester house as being that haunted. I think the old lady Winchester got scammed by a spiritualist who was just after her money, conned her into believing all that BS, and continued to build on the house and build on the house and build on the house. I mean, yeah, the house has got a creepy vibe, especially when you start taking stairwells to nowhere and opening doors that empty out into a brick wall, you know. But
yeah,
is it really that haunted?
I don't know.
I think it'd be more of like an escape room kind of deal.
I think
that'd be wow.
it has more of a funhouse effect to it. You know what I mean? All they need is some curved mirrors and stuff in there. It'd be the ultimate funhouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Panka goes, "I don't hear whispering on the live stream."
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh man, those 3 nights we had that were crazy.
It was
like,
more than 3 nights.
More than 3 nights. It was like almost 2 weeks of it.
A couple weeks.
The crazy thing, you know, what was it? Just about 6 or 8 months ago, the Winchester Mystery House put out a statement that they had found another room in the house that they didn't previously know about.
Oh God.
How do you own this house for that many years and have it as a museum and everything else, and just randomly find a room that you didn't know existed before?
Right?
Maybe she's still adding to it.
That's a little odd.
Maybe she's still adding to it, like her spirit.
It was literally a room that they had. You like go into the attic, and then you had to take up a section of floor, and there was a ladder that went down into the room. There was no doors in the room other than the ceiling access.
Well, maybe that's how they missed it. They just assumed it was a floor, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I mean,
there's so many damn rooms.
Like a 4x4 room is not much bigger than a closet.
Well, no, but there were so many damn rooms in the house that it's easy to forget which ones you actually checked out.
Right.
I agree with what City Girl Country Heart says. Like, look at all the doors in that house.
Mm-hmm. That house would be so much fun for me. I could scare the shit right out of you.
I would just, you know what? If I was a kid, I'd want to play hide and go seek in that house.
Right?
Oh yeah.
The ultimate hide and go seek house.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
when we were all kids, we played hide and go seek in barns. We played hide and go seek in the house. We played hide and go seek in the neighbor's house. It didn't matter. We'd play hide and go seek anywhere. But the Winchester Mystery House to play hide and go seek overnight in that house, that would be like that would be a dream come true.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that'd be so nice. And
Oh heck yeah!
And look at all the secret passageways.
I know, right? All the locations you can hide in that house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be our luck. We'd all get granted access to play hide and seek in the house, and some shit would go down.
Oh yeah.
Somebody get trapped in a room that nobody knows about and get stuck there.
Right?
Oh,
All by
God.
yourself. You'd be all by yourself. Somebody.
That's when you discover the house is haunted.
Yeah.
I'm already gonna say I'm gonna be the one to get stuck and lost. I'm just putting it out there. I'll be like, somebody help me!
Oh, he got his fat ass stuck in a crawl space. We're just gonna leave him there.
5 days goes by, and we're like, has anybody seen Ghost?
We're all home. Where's he?
Right?
All at the hotel. We had a friend with us that wasn't with us when we checked out. Is he still
Oh,
there?
that must be that knocking behind the wall. Well, we'll see who it is now.
Right?
Yeah. We thought that it was
Horrible.
Miss Winchester. Oh, sorry about that.
I don't know if he's still here, but this is the third day in a row we've restocked the fridge, and every night it gets emptied out somehow.
Yes, all the way.
You know what I'd like to see about that house, though? Like, on a serious note, is if all of the guns are there in the one room.
Oh, the museum they used to
The
have.
museum they used to have.
I don't know if it's still there or not.
I have no idea. I think there's an actual Winchester Museum outside of the Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah.
But I think what Brian's talking about is like the movie, how they had the movie with all the guns displayed and all that.
Yeah.
But
There's
That's
a
right,
house
there is.
here that's actually not far from where we live. And it used to be, well, I only know this because I got sent there, but it was a school, but it was only for like 10 to 12 students. And it was like kids that had like anger issues and stuff like that. But the house itself, when it was originally built, the guy that built it actually made guns for the Canadian Army for World War I and II.
Wow.
His family made the guns in that house.
Wow.
Yeah. You would hear the strangest things during, like, when we were there for school and that. The weirdest things would go on in that house. But now, they've since sold it, moved the school to one of the main roads. And now family actually owns it.
I've got that. It's a 6.5 by 55 Swedish Mauser made at the end of World War I.
Yeah.
And they still use that gun today because they guard Buckingham Palace, they guard the Vatican. The Swedish Army
Yeah.
is used to guard like Buckingham Palace and like the Vatican.
I would like to go check out the Vatican and do EVPs throughout the Vatican.
That'd be
You'll
sweet.
never, ever.
Oh, yeah,
ever-
you'll never be allowed to, but it would be an awesome place to go.
I mean, look at all the rumors that surround the Vatican. Okay, supposedly there is a vault system under the Vatican that nobody is ever going to get to see, containing volumes of the Bible that have never been published, never been added to the actual Bible. Supposedly they have the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon, bound in human flesh and written in blood. You know, and all these artifacts supposedly just tucked away in this vault system under the Vatican. It's all kinds of different conspiracy theories that surround the Vatican and things like that.
Treasure.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're all true, but they can't all be fake either. You know what I mean?
No.
So
I do want to say one thing in the chat, Shooter. Thank you for that donation, dude. You did not have to do that, but that's very much appreciated. That's more than you should have donated, but I appreciate that.
Oh, that's so nice.
Sharpshooter, the goat.
Yes.
Cherry B says, yes, Ghost Mafia. Hey, Graham, if you would like to help. Oh, I was dropped the link. Okay. I thought she was saying something. What else? The Ark of the Covenant was removed to be, rumored to be on the vault, in the vault.
So it's empty?
I mean, it's possible that could be one of the final resting place for the Ark of the Covenant. The Golden Menorah, the Holy Grail, for that matter.
Yeah.
I mean, and it could be just being kept under wraps by the Catholic Church.
Wow.
But yeah, there is a lot of conspiracy around Vatican. Tons of different stories. You can find them online. You can read about them. They're all out there. All kinds of stuff. Now, do I personally think that the Ark is there? I don't know. I really don't know. But there's all kinds of religious artifacts all over the place that have been, supposedly stolen from one place to another and then duplicated, and then
Oh yeah.
like the spear that stabbed God in the side when he was on the crucifix and all that supposedly has like powers the person holding it to not be defeated in battle, and all kinds of strange biblical stories out there. Is any of them true? I have no idea. Be cool to find out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do enough research, might be able to find out.
Ooh. Hey, sorry, I come across something.
What'd you come across? Anything good?
Very good.
Oh yeah?
Is it close?
Would you like to share with the rest of the class, Jojo?
Okay, so you can actually book for you and 10 people to stay from 10 p.m. till 1 a.m. in the Great Pyramid.
Wow.
And you can explore to your heart's content. The guards do not come in with you. They stay outside the pyramid.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so City Girl Country Heart says, this isn't a town I live in. Cry Baby Bridge, Anderson. Another creepy bridge in South Carolina is Crybaby Bridge in Anderson. It is said that if you stop on the bridge at night and cut off your engine, then you will be able to hear the disembodied sounds of a baby crying. You may also see the specter of a baby's mother walking along the bridge in search of her child. I've actually heard of that.
Yeah, I've seen it on Omar did a video of it.
Yep, I remember that.
And CJ.
Oh,
CJ,
girl, I don't know.
that's right.
CJ is a good YouTuber, I do have to say. He's come up to be one of my favorite YouTubers. Yeah, I know Omar and other people, but he puts on his videos to where they're more interesting to watch. Video after video.
I wonder if they have Samson's hair at the vault. Don Bryles.
They might, like a loose particle of it, probably.
I know that I do know that they store religious artifacts such as locks of hair of people who have been sainted and things like that, or they actually used to take pieces of either bone fragment or skin from the body, and they would put it in ornate like brooches and things like that. And people would take them as a religious relic of the saint. And they've used them at churches and things like that over the years. And I'm sure that they have stuff like that down there in the Vatican vault.
Guaranteed.
You know, the ring finger of St. Thomas Aquinas and, you know, whatever, you know. But, you know, all kinds of stuff like that.
Another
welcome.
Another place that I like to check out that I never got the chance to when I was in Utah was the Ogden Tunnels. If you guys haven't seen that video, Omar did a video there with Paranormal Tyler when he used to do YouTube videos, and they found locks of hair up in the floorboards of the ceiling, right where, because above the tunnels is bars, like local bars and stuff, where you can still access the tunnels from underground. And I guess Al Capone used to run those tunnels back in the day, back in the early 1900s.
Oh, yeah.
Where was that?
That's in Ogden, Utah.
Utah.
Yeah, Ogden, Utah. That's something I never got to check out when I went there, when I was there for school, actually, which I wish I was able to.
I want to see. There's a place in Greenville that used to be a tuberculosis hospital. It's not there, but the grounds are still really haunted.
I've heard about that place too. Somewhere online, I think I read it.
Well, that's what the Waverly Hills was too. Was a tuberculosis clinic.
Yeah.
Today.
I know they used to do bad things in those things. Oh man.
We got one over here in Pennsylvania, and it's just as bad as the one Lou was talking about over by him. It's called Penhurst Asylum, and it was open clear up until the early 90s. They finally shut it down because of all the practices that were going on there and the abuse and all that. And I think Zach did a couple of different episodes from up there. But yeah, it's a pretty nasty place. Well, guys, it's a 11:45, and I'm running out of questions. Brian, do you have any more questions, man?
So, do you guys plan on doing more collabs like in the future, like more recent or?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, anytime we have, I know she's got two little ones to look after, but yeah, anytime she's available when I'm not working, you know, and then when I'm available, we'll definitely be doing a lot of videos.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I think we work well together. We make a good team, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I'm definitely going to be watching that video for sure that you two collabed on.
Nice. Yeah, definitely check out my Lizzie Borden video that I posted today. I got some pretty legit orb footage.
Big time.
It'll blow your mind.
Yeah, I watched that today. It was quite interesting.
Like fairly big orbs, or
they're pretty good size. Yeah.
Like 100%, just like, holy crap! Like it freaked me out when I saw it because I wasn't expecting it. Put it like that.
So guys, if you don't know Kristen Lee Awkward, go over, check out her channel, hit that bar, ding that bell, drop a like on one of her videos, and let her know that you came, stop by and checked out her channel and everything. She'll get back with you.
Sure.
Same with Fluffy, Exploring with Fluffy. Definitely check out his channel as well. Guys, you guys want to tell us a little bit about what you got going on your channels other than the paranormal?
Well,
your chance.
Kristen, you can go first.
Yeah, cool. So, I'm just like awkward AF. So I just do awkward videos. I do a lot of random stuff, vlogs, mukbangs, thrifting hauls, and stuff like that. Now I'm going to delve into like the paranormal / urban exploration type of thing. So yeah, it's pretty much just like a random ball of awesomeness. And I like to make you laugh. So I hope that's what I do for you. Okay.
Nice.
Now that everyone's very awkward, Fluffy, your turn.
Well, mine when I started off was basically vlogs, sometimes some pranks here and there, but I got into the paranormal and I started doing a lot more paranormal videos and live streams. But I want to get back into doing vlogs. I miss doing them. When I was in school, that's basically all I would do. When I have my downtime, I'd go out, hang out with my roommates, film some vlogs, whatever we do on the weekend, because, you know, that's all the time we had was the weekend. They took away whatever free time we had during the week. But whenever I got time to film, I do either vlogs, pranks, Q&As, taste test videos of like different candies from around the world, like Mexico, Swedish candy. I just recently did one with Australian candy, thanks to Christy Lee. So yeah, I do a bunch of different things, but I definitely want to get back into vlogging. I do a lot of paranormal, but you know, I just miss doing, you know, switching it up and just doing a regular, you know, daytime video where it's not paranormal, it's not spooky, you know. I want everybody to be able to enjoy what I put out and not, you know, iffy about if they want to watch the paranormal videos I have or, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
That would be awesome, man.
And Fluffy does do a lot of collabs with like Lou Rock and a few others. Well, who else have you collabed with?
Well, Kristen, Lou Rock,
Elizabeth.
I met up, yeah, Elizabeth H. I met up with Omar. I didn't get to film with him, but I'm still, you know, that's my goal, is to still film with him. Who else did I film with? No other YouTubers that I can think of at the moment. I do have a lot I want to film with, but those, you know, particular ones I film with is Lou Rock, Kristen, Elizabeth, and hopefully more as I go on with my YouTube. Because this will be 3 years on my YouTube.
And you get over this way, and we can hook up and do a couple collabs. I mean,
Oh yeah,
a lot of paranormal places here in the in my backyard. Everything
Right.
let me know.
West Virginia State Penitentiary, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, what Mansfield Reformatory,
Which
like
you're being locked into.
No, we're going to do the Moundsville Penitentiary on July 20th. We're getting locked in. We're VIP access at the Paracon at the West Virginia State Penitentiary on July 20th. So we're going to be locked in that night from 10 o'clock at night until 4 in the morning.
That's
with
awesome.
With Aniki, Jack Colorado Explorer. She's actually come to do that with us.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
definitely. We got each other on Twitter, so let's just get something set up for, like, you know, August, September, whenever you're free to film.
Actually, there's still tickets for the West Virginia Pen, man. If you're interested, you're not that far away.
I'm down. Yeah, I mean, give me the information. I'm down.
Look it up online, and it's West Virginia State Penitentiary Paracon. And there's still tickets available right now.
Cool.
So if you're interested in doing that, man, I'll meet up with you there.
Hell yeah.
I'll be there.
Also, the other videos I do that I forgot to mention were mukbangs. I started getting into mukbangs because I watched one specific channel on YouTube, Angelina Spicy. I watched her for a little bit while I was in school, and she blew up. She has over, I think, close to 60,000, if not close to that or over that. But all she does is food reviews. You know, she eats while she films. She chats with her, you know, subscribers, and she's just hit it big. I mean, when I met her on my channel, she had maybe 100, maybe 150, and she's blown up since then. Like in the last 6 months, at least 6 to 8 months.
Nice. Hell yeah. Brian, what you got going on over there?
Well, we are looking at. I'm looking maybe this coming week or the weekend of dropping another paranormal video. Haven't done one for a long time, but going to be going live tomorrow. That's for sure.
Cool.
Going to be looking at.
Tomorrow's your last day for your 7 days, isn't it?
Tomorrow's my 7th day.
Nice.
So we'll be getting that done.
See, tomorrow will be my Friday. Yeah, Friday will be my 7th day, but I still got 3 more days.
Yeah.
For
So
what?
I can do the 10.
7-day challenge.
Yeah, we're doing a
Don't mind
7-day
me asking
challenge.
for what?
Basically, we have to put out a video or a live stream on our channel every day for 7 days, which I'm doing 10 because I've already done the 7-day. So I got to take the next tier higher. But every day for 7 days. And if we miss a day, we have to start all over from the beginning.
Wow.
And
Oh wow.
so yeah, it's just a way to help building up your channel, getting your views up, your watch times up, and remotivating you into getting into doing more on your channel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
yeah.
you know, if you're sitting in the house all winter and you live stream from the same place all the time, when you do the challenge, you're going to want to get out of the house. You're going to want to put up different content for a while, and then it gets you past that cabin fever that you've had all winter. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
With the warmer weather coming around, definitely.
Yeah. So you know, I've put up drone footage. I did a couple tutorial videos today on how to like do multiple screens on one laptop, like 2 and 3 monitor setups, stuff like that. I do a little bit of everything. So, but
That's pretty cool.
Jojo, what you got going on here in the next week?
Whacked Out Wednesdays will be back on Wednesday. This Sunday is father-daughter rant because we had to reschedule it. And that's pretty much it unless I hop on my breaks.
Gotcha. Now you wasn't doing the 7-day challenge, right?
I'm supposed to be starting it, but I don't know when. I gotta wait and see what my full schedule's like.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody that we've had up on here panel with us tonight. Thank you to Lou Rock, Exploring with Fluffy, Kristen Lee Awkward, Jojo and Brian, of course, my co-hosts and producers. Everybody out there in the chat that came in and hung out with us tonight. Hope you enjoyed this. Special shout out to Sharpshooter, the mod god, dropping all those links out there and
He's always on top of it.
Keeping the chat safe. And I think it's been a productive stream tonight. Do want to give a special shout out to PSPR Paranormal, who usually raids us and that when he ends his show. They pretty much send everybody over here. And shout out to PSPR Paranormal. If you haven't checked them out, please do so. And PSPR Paranormal and Panicked, what is it? Panicked Paranormal History, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I was right. And they did a show just before ours and then sent people over here from there. So special shout out to you guys. And thank you guys very much working with us and our schedules and your schedules. And that being said, Brian, you got anything to add?
Not really. I think I've pretty much added everything that I could add. It was a really great show. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hey, not a problem. I seen that video today and I was like, you know what? I says, we've had Fluffy on like once before, but it's been like a year ago now. So it's been a long time since we had Fluffy on. And I said, Kristen's never been on. She, in fact, the first time she was ever up on anybody's panel, I was on the panel with her. First time she ever showed her face on YouTube, I was on that panel with her. So I was like, well, we got to get Kristen up here. So
Cool.
I reached out to you guys, and
I think I seen that first panel that she was on.
I want to say it was on Fluffy's, or no, it was on Jiggy's.
It was on Jiggy Family.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from Jiggy in a while. I haven't seen him go live either. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, he's more mainly focused on TikTok. If any of you know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been mainly on that because he's found his niche on there. YouTube isn't just really his thing anymore, I guess. He said he'll keep his channel to support other people when he has time. And then he'll probably do like a live stream once a month. But since YouTube doesn't really care for his family channel, I guess, or certain family channels, he's just not going to do any more videos. He's mainly focusing on TikTok because that's his niche. That's what he loves to do. 15-second videos, they blow up. He has almost close to 10,000 followers on TikTok. So
already,
Yeah.
he's only doing it for about a month and a week. So
holy crap, man!
He's been blowing up. I mean, I give him credit. He found something he loves to do and it keeps him entertained. So, but
you talk to him before I do. You tell him I asked about him. Tell him I said hi.
Yeah, he's at the hospital right now with his little one. Gage actually has acute bronchitis, I believe he said. So He's in the hospital right now. He's there with him, I believe. Still, I haven't heard anything else from him, but that's the last I heard.
Wow.
So,
All right.
Wow.
Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I
all
want to
right.
thank everybody for coming on this evening. Guys, you can hang out in the green room after I end the stream and everything and chit chat.
Okay.
And
Also,
thank
I might be
everybody
with
for coming. Nate, Granny, Uber Goober stopped by. Becky Meadows out there. Team Becky. Hashtag pancakes.
I might. Be,
All right, guys.
You guys want to be on?
Love you
Brian.
guys. We'll see you next week and with another EVPs, and we'll be on Brian's Paranormal channel next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.